What's cracking, everybody? I'm Grillmastah, and this is a dubbed over video I have not done really ever before. So I don't know how well this is gonna be. I apologize if it's a little crazy. So I done the video of the desert cave with the attempt of actually trying. This is in single player because my pride was just destroyed after getting. I mean, we spent like 3 hours doing that jumps. It was insane. But here's the entrance to the cave, and so I'm in full tech gear on single player mode. I actually have creative mode on. Because I wanted to go through this cave and I wanted to see. And I didn't show in the video the first room. Really? I mean, I kind of did, just for a split second when we had to redo it after we died. Okay, so the first letter we had to find in here, which are these little buttons, was right in the entrance, is G. And then from G, you had to do an R, which the R was weird to get to. You had to hop up there on those little ledges, hop up on top of the switches right there, and onto this wall. And it was right here. You could do it on top of the wall so you didn't have to fall down here and then get out. But you go from GR to the A, which was in the back corner, right next to the entrance, kind of on the other side of the wall. And then the T, which is easy. It's right there. Bam. Alright, push it. Push the button. Hey, push the button, man. Okay, this is me doing it. I'm talking to myself. Push the button, man. Okay, so the next one is all that circle that I just did. You have to jump up there. You have to jump up on top of that thing, climb all the way over into this little room. And it took us forever just to get in there, and I unfortunately didn't get it recorded when we tried, because it was hilarious. That was like when we first started doing all the crazy jumps and failing epically. I mean, I couldn't even get in here with this. So this is the last day you have to hit. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm in creative mode. I can just fly around. So then it opens up this doorway right there, this hole right here. It only stays open for a minute, so you have to make sure to go through there. And that's why I was like, oh god, just go. And we fall down into this room, and this is where I started recording from. And so we go through here, which I went crazy on. Hit the switch, and you want to crawl on your belly so you don't get burned. The button is at the back here. Hit that little button. I should have just stood up and run. I was invincible at this moment in time. But I was just showing an example of how to do it. And the reason why I'm doing a dub over right now is because I still did all this right after the last time. And so, yeah, you could go through there, but that's where somebody died, so I went around. Which, unfortunately, this door is timed. So I'm not 100% sure how you're supposed to do that without just running in there. But, yes. Gotta hit the switch. Doo-doo-doo. I don't know if music's coming over. I was trying to get some sort of music coming over, and I hope it is. And it's not insanely loud. Because that way there's just something in the background. Again, it's something new. And then I just stood up and ran. I didn't even care. I just stood up and ran. This is the horrible part. So you had to hit the switch. Yeah, and then I realized there's no point. I could just fly. You had to hit the switch to open the door. Jump from that. There you go. I'm looking at it. Why am I even doing this? I don't know why I'm hitting the switch. Hit the switch, jump over to there. Jump over the platforms on the right. Follow those over, jump over left. Jump running over to that platform over there. Run down that, but not too fast down this first ramp, but you fly off. Jump from here over to there. Over to the next one, then across to this one I'm above now. And then like little hippity hops. And we found it easier just to run and jump onto that. And then on to the next one, the next one, the next one, so forth. And those are slanted, but you can still hop on them. And you basically jump over to where that pillar is on the right-hand side, jump across, and then all the way over. We found parachutes to actually work best on that last island. That's how everybody else got through. Everybody else. There's only 3 people total that made it through this whole thing. And then, this is where that of the video, past that of the video. So from here, we basically go to, into the cavern, which I'm not 100% sure what you're supposed to do in here, given that I just kind of was like, there's just bats everywhere. So I just started punching all the bats. And I think there's switches on the floor you have to hit. Or not step on to get the bats not to show up. But we're not 100% sure. I haven't watched videos on this. This is entirely experimental. This is entirely, like, my first time through this. Somebody in the party had watched a video. But even their advice wasn't... I mean, it was helpful to a degree. But we still didn't know what was going on. I was trying to find a light source. Basically right there. And I couldn't find one. So I walked forward and I got shot with these 2 arrows. And apparently, like, I think I would have died if it was, normal mode. I couldn't go forward. Like, it stuck me. Like, I'm sitting here jumping around, all kinds of crazy. So I'm pretty sure there are these arrows. Like, if you go straight up into the middle, you get shot by these arrows, and it's just like, you'll be game over. And then all the onks attack because I'm stepping on the wrong platforms. I'm like 90% sure that's why. And it's like super dark in there. I don't know why it was so dark in here. But I could walk backwards, so that's what I started doing. I started walking backwards, thinking maybe this will help. Because I couldn't do anything. It was so weird. And they're just giant arrows sticking out of me, and then they disappeared, and I was fine. And so I was like, I'm kind of freaking out, because I'm like, I have no idea what's happening. Like, where'd they come from? And I'm walking up the side this time, because I was concerned. And, I mean, it was fine from that point on. Like, it was just a black wall. Which, I mean, this is on Xbox, so I feel like Xbox has, like, significantly more issues than PC does. And so this, it just didn't. Oh, okay, so I'm trying to get glow sticks, I believe, was what I was trying to get. Something to be able to see in here, because it's so incredibly dark in here that even with the night vision, apparently that entire section is pitch black. And so, I just made a ton of flare guns. And then I was like, wait, what's the point of flare guns? I'm just making glow sticks. And so I made 700 glow sticks. Way more than I ever would need. That's why creative mode is cool, though, is because then you can just create as much as you want. And the best part is, I think when you throw them, it doesn't even count down. So you have an unlimited amount just from one stack. And so I'm like throwing glow sticks around so we could actually see around the entire area. Which, there was little doors here. And I think that's where the bats were coming out of. Because I hit the switch and more bats came out. And I'm just like, I can't remember how to drop my weapons. And you can see there's things that are shooting down from the sky too. So apparently there was arrows that were raining down on me the whole time I had no clue about. But yeah, you gotta take care. The bats, I guess, would be the biggest concern in here besides the traps. Which, I mean, in a sense, I guess the bats would be traps. But I was looking around for a button. And there was another button, I think. I thought there was one over here. Like I said, this was my first time in here, so I'm trying to show you the, kind of unedited. I'm still sitting here, like, looking like a fool. I cut that part out. I sat in here going through my inventory for like 10 minutes. That was the little cut right there in this room. I hit switches after switches, though, trying to figure out which one it was. I mean, after all, invincible, so I can open up any door. The one on the right appears to be the one you want to open. There's a lot of switches in here. What is... Okay. I'm not sure what's happening over there. Yeah. I just basically started hitting switches. Hoping one of them would work. It dropped grenades. So you don't want to hit that switch, apparently. Yeah, I'd already hit it, so I hit it again. Nothing happened. Oh, no, that's the one you want to hit, sorry. And it takes you into here, and then we start on a maze. So my tactic of this maze, he said you have to watch a video to, in the last video. You can hear him, he's like, you have to watch a video to fully get through this, because it's just so confusing. Wally said, challenge accepted, and I basically said it mentally, too. So I'm like, okay, if I stick to the left-hand side, you hug the left side or the right side. Has always been my battle tactic for a battle game, Battlefield style type of games like that, anything. Hug the left or right side, and eventually you're gonna have to turn somewhere else. I mean, you're gonna always be on a side, though. You'll be able to keep it on your whatever side you're going. And so that's basically my tactic. I just kind of hugged the left side, kept going on the left, every direction I could. As you can see, there's right-hand sides that hang around, and it looks like it was just a spin around. I left those there because I wanted to know... I mean, A, I don't need them. I'm on creative mode. What's the point? But B, it's also kind of like a point of reference. That way, if I came back to it, I would know where it is. And that's the same point of the whole glow sticks everywhere. Like, I'm throwing those around, and at first it was just for light. And I was like, well, actually, this really works. Because every time I throw a glow stick down, it's an area I've clearly been in, and they stick around for a good minute. So it sets it up so you can just keep going. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, and there are scorpions and arthropleura, which is fun fun times. I think they actually broke my sword. Yeah. They broke my sword, which doesn't matter because I got 1,000,000 melee damage in this. It's ridiculous. Just like, that server was so nuts. I've never played on a server that's been hyped that high. Like, I normally play on official rules. On any of my videos you see, other than that one, it's always official rules with just raising time, taming time, and I don't remember what the other one. Oh, harvest rates. That's all the only differences. Everything else is officials, like difficulty and rule set wise. Maybe nights. No, I don't even think we turned night up to be faster. I think it was just normal speed. Kept running through this, lost and confused. Yeah, it was just so much running. I actually sped this part up a little bit because of how much I was running I was doing. Like, it's a maze. So, I mean, you want to bring food, you want to bring water. And, I mean, as to this 100% specifics, I'm not 100% sure on which direction. Like I said, I just hugged the left and threw glow sticks as a marker. And I kept running into little rooms like that, and then I found this. And I had remembered him saying something about hitting a middle button. So I went with that middle button. I hit it. And then there's this weird button here, which I don't know what that does. I just saw a button in the middle of nowhere. It opened up this door. Found spiders, means I'd not been there. So I proceeded to continue going crazy on them. I couldn't lose the glow sticks for some reason. I couldn't get it out of my inventory, so I'm just sitting here, constantly getting attacked. Some things on creative mode. I mean, I forgot how to arc. It's really been so long that I arced that I forgot how to arc, and so, yeah, it was just like, okay, well, you know what? I have these grenades. Let's blind myself because why not, you know? And so I did, and it destroyed all the glow sticks too. So that really confused me. But because it worked. I mean, I took care of them. It worked. Came in here. There's a hole in the ground. And I'm like, I think this is where I'm supposed to go. So let's fall down here. And obviously, you don't want to do what I did because you would hurt yourself. And then this is an abyss, as far as I can tell. So don't go in there. It's just darkness. So jump across that. And then there's an artifact right there. That's the first artifact. I didn't even notice that until just now. So there's that, just so you know, like, there's an artifact there, and I didn't even have a clue. So, from my understanding here, there's a trick to this. So, you got the dodo. You got the person, right? And you see the people just holding him. In front of us is that crazy scene, which is probably the thumbnail because it looks so cool. There's this pit here. So, I was told by our buddy that you throw your animal in there, or a person goes in there. Well, obviously, since I'm by myself, I can't go in there by myself. Otherwise, I'll die. And, well, then I can't really get the rest of it. It apparently opens up that door on the right-hand side there. And if you, the one I'm looking at, if you sacrifice a person, and then everybody else can go in there and get the artifact from there. What we did is, right now, I was basically looking up a way to summon in a dodo. Okay, and that so I summoned one in, I force tamed it. Just walk over, and poor little dodo goes sped by into the pit. Your dodo was dead. And it goes burn, the crazy fire's going off. I'm like, whoa, that was nuts. And the door on the left-hand side opens up. Turn my night vision back on, and we go in. And really, night vision doesn't help you here. You just want torches. We had Mastercraft torches in the other thing. That's the reason why they just never ran out. And, yeah, just you want to run straight in here. As far as I can tell, these are actual switches on the ground you don't want to hit, because I think I was getting shot the whole way down. And I don't remember, or no, I was letting bats out too. Yeah, those little panels on the ground I think are switches. And so, you know, again, I got stuck with, I couldn't figure out how to, like, get rid of my weapon, or get rid of the glow stick. So I'm just like, well, you know what? We're just going back with tech grenades. Boom. Okay, and so I kept moving on. What just happened there? Oh, I blew up the glow stick on me, that's right. And I decided, you know what, I'm just running around. Because they're all gonna follow me anyway, so I just kept going. So those are switches. You can actually see them come out of the ceiling when I stepped on that panel. I don't know, I feel like that one was actually there beforehand. But yeah, now that there's a bunch of them here, I'm just like, well, whatever. Now it is a grenade time. Boom. How did I not blow them up yet? Oh, there you go. Now they're all gone. Tech grenades are entertaining. And then, okay, so here I didn't know exactly what to do, because I'm looking around and I'm like, alright. There's a door in front of me, clearly. I didn't see any switches. So I'm looking around for a switch, because there has to be a way to open it up. And I believe the switch was right up here, on the left-hand side. Yeah, it's right there. I didn't see it right away, apparently. I literally overlooked it like twice right there. That was crazy. Okay, there we go. Finally noticed it. Bam, hit the switch. And we open up into this crazy forest area. I was like, this is nuts. I turned my visor off because it just looked cool. I knew I needed to turn my visor off. And what's happening here? Oh yeah, I just straight up unequipped him because I was like, okay, there we go. Now I can punch. Because I wanted to be able to punch. Because I was told that there's going to be some sort of crazy thing I was going to have to fight here. So I'm looking around, you know, like, what's up? What's this crazy thing I'm going to have to fight? Because, I mean, the other caves, you fight a lava elemental and ice worm queen. And you can see my melee is just absurd. I just run up to the Megalosaurus or Megaloceros and just punch it. And there's a ghost wolf. And a ghost bear. And so that's what we got to do. We gotta fight off ghost wolves and ghost bears. So I didn't know why we had the weapons at first and everything. Why they were saying grab weapons. You know, I had this sword. I can't say the word sword. I had a sword and I couldn't figure out why. Well, this is why. Because you gotta fight off all these ghost guys, which Wally and who was it? I don't remember who got up there. But they did this no problem. Like they fought it off, and all of a sudden it was just like, because I think Maya was in the actual cave still, labyrinth, and it said to him even that the spirits will quelmed or something when it's fully done, and so I'm waiting for that to happen. I don't think I ever saw it happen, but I guess since I'm doing the edit right now, I'm going to find out as soon as it's all done. I just punched, it just flipped over. That was amazing. Oh, this is funny to watch. I've never actually like recorded watching my own video before. And that bear just comes running up. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to wait for you, buddy. Bam! Level 250 bear. And I mean, on mine, I believe this server is 150s. So this is like a normal, this is what you should run into. I don't think the difficulty is any lower than the official difficulty. Because this is my single player. And any single player modes, I'd like to stick as normal as possible. But the artifacts were just sitting over here. So I assume I finished it. I'm not 100% sure, but I did run up, grab both the artifacts. And I was like, where's the third artifact? Because I couldn't figure that out. I obviously passed it by, you know, I pointed it out earlier that I just quite simply didn't see it. And so, yep, right now it's just looking for the exit. And I believe... I'm like, the exit's gotta be in the waterfall, right? It's gonna be a secret waterfall exit. No. There's no exit in the waterfall. When I tried finding this cave on my single player, I ran into the wrong place and I found the exit. And my buddy said, "Oh, that's, you know, that's where you're gonna end up leaving through." I was like, "Oh, okay." And so I thought this was the exit right there, and this is where we grabbed the artifacts at. It's literally right there. What? Isn't it right there? I could have sworn it was right there. I'm apparently running around like a fool right now. There it is. We just fall into a hole. That's right. And it's like, whoa, this is good. Whee! Into water. And then we're into this cave, which was the one that I almost went into to leave. I love the super run speed. And it's like, you couldn't get in there before because there was a door right there, apparently. It was blocking this way in. I never actually came in it, so I had no idea. But, yep. There you go. That is this cave. I haven't seen on the sacrifice yourself side. Not yourself, obviously, but a tribe mate, because I was by myself. But, yeah, the other side you have to go on to and sacrifice somebody else. So you basically have to go through here. You would never want to go through here by yourself, I guess. Well, I mean, even then, you'd have to go through here twice, it seems like, in order to get everything. Because I don't know if you can go into one side and then come out and then sacrifice somebody and then go into the other side to get the artifact. If that's the situation, then that's cool. Otherwise, that would suck. But yeah, this is the desert cave. This is like one of the only caves on Ark I've never done. And so I wanted to go through it because it is something I guess you need to do the boss battles. But yeah, it is by far the most stressful, frustrating, annoying cave. Most unique and cool theme, though. I mean, it is definitely like unique in itself. It is. There is no other caves that are quite like puzzle solving, and it's pretty big trip on that front. But yeah, it still was. Oh man, that jumping. We all were losing our minds by the end of it. We were laughing to keep us from getting angry. But yes, hit the like button if you like this, subscribe if you're new, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.